Hi, this is Dominic from Paphos Life, and in today's film we're going from Peyia to Coral Bay, and we're going on a slightly different route this time. We're staying on the main coast road for a bit longer and coming back into Peyia. That's what that weird little loop is there. And then we're going to go down through the centre of Peyia to Paphos supermarket, and then we're going to go do a little loop through the suburbs of Coral Bay before coming back on the through the Coral Bay strip, down Coral Bay Beach and finishing at Corallia Beach. I was having a bit of struggle to get all that in, so we're not turning left there where we normally do. We're going straight down towards Paphos Zoo. Now it's fairly early in the morning, so the sun was fairly low, plus it's January, so you're going to get low sun anyway. But apologies for when we're facing in the direction of the sun and there's a bit of a lens flare. That's just physics, I'm afraid. Lovely sunny day, very clear sky, pretty boring sky I'll have to say. I prefer when there are a few clouds. There's Agios Island in the distance. It's a very good landmark. It's a tip of the Kathikas by Agios Georgios Harbour. There'll be another landmark coming up soon, which is the wreck of the Edro 3, which will be a bit closer than the Agios Island. You can get to that by going the scenic route from Coral Bay to Agios Georgios, as opposed to the main road. To get to the scenic route, you basically go down Coral Bay Strip and keep going, turn left at the brown sign. You'll see that later on. Now, if you like our films, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel and share them far and wide. The more people who see them, the better it is for the algorithm. Also, leave a comment and say hi, because that YouTube likes that as well. And if you want to help us out financially, go to our Buy Me a Coffee page at buymeacoffee.com/Paphos Life and chuck us a few coffees. All coffees are gratefully received, I can assure you. And if you want something back in return, go to our Etsy shop at etsy.com/shop/Paphos Live, and there you can buy a selection of goods featuring photographs that we've taken in and around Paphos. Great for presents, phone covers, mugs, t-shirts, that sort of thing. So have a look at that as well. And come and say hello to us in our Paphos Chat Facebook group or Cyprus Chat Facebook group, and follow our Paphos Live Facebook group page. Now we're turning left here, which is why I was in such a hurry to get those out of the way. Why I didn't wait, I don't know. This is what happens when you try and record in one hit. There's a bit of that lens flare I was telling you about. It'll soon be gone when we go around the corner. That's better. Now this road doesn't look like much at the moment, but in that it looks like it's a farm track that's being hastily converted to a busier road. But it does go back into the centre of Peyia, as you will see. Lovely green. Now the brown of the summertime has long since departed. Every year it surprises me. It's funny though, because by April or May I'll be quite missing the brown. We're very fickle beings. There's one of the many green bins you'll see dotted around the place. That's one of the issues that's going to puzzle me, because they're talking about having I don't know what they call it, it's like pay to throw your rubbish away or something, not quite like that. But basically you'll pay for your rubbish disposal by bin bag or something. I don't know how it's going to be enforced when you consider that so many bins are like that are dotted around the place, and they're communal rubbish collections. It's not like in Britain where every household has like about 8 bins or whatever it is these days. In some parts of the Cyprus it is, but when you get to the villages, or even busier ones like Peyia here, you'll see it's not the case. Perhaps in the centre of Peyia it is, I don't know. You can leave a comment. There you go. Now I wasn't sure what this flag up here was. It's probably some company. It looked like a little rook. It was nice enough. Part of the cliffs of Peyia here. Now soon we'll be getting back onto the main coast road that goes through, not coast road, the main road that goes through Peyia, which we've filmed many times in the past. But it's nice to take a different view, so there'll probably be at least one viewer going, oh, you drove past my villa. In which case, happy to oblige. And I'm sorry for the voice I gave you. It's interesting seeing the cliffs that we pass from a different angle though. Always been fascinated by things from a different perspective. The same thing from different perspectives rather. Oh, you see there's more bins here. And twice a week the bin lorry will go around and emptying them all. That's how it happens. And it's supposed to be for household waste, but you get the occasional idiot who fills it up with garden waste. Right, we're turning right here, we're back on the main road. What you should do if you get the opportunity with your garden waste is take it to one of the green points. There's one near Peyia on the road up to Agios, and they'll be very happy to see you. And they'll take all your waste basically. And there's some weird stuff that isn't included, but in general terms, it's what you can consider to be a proper recycling centre. Right, there's the central church of Peyia, and the original Paphos supermarket is behind it. And you've just been past the cultural centre, and you got the town hall on the right. They used to hold the Christmas market, but I believe they now hold it, and the monthly market, I know they hold it outside the stadium, which we will be driving past soon. Yeah, rubbish is fairly communal. You'll also find in a lot of the villages, if you move here, I mention this because lots of people seem to be talking about and considering that as an option. Postal services, especially in places like Palemi, you tend to get a little letterbox issued in the centre of the village, which you go in and empty every so often. And if there's a package arrive, you'll get a call from the local village post office, and you go there and you collect it. That's how it works. Now you might think, well, why don't they deliver it all? But basically, in the villages, there'll be only one chap who will be the postman, but it won't be his full-time job, because I saw one advertised for one village, and it was something like €200 a month. So it's obviously not something that you're expected to do on a daily basis, where you go around like whistling with a sack of mail, visiting every house, etc. It's a lot more communal. There's the stadium on the left that I just mentioned. To be quite honest, I kind of prefer it that way, because it means that we don't have to be in to get the parcel, etc, etc, etc. And you will also find when you're out in the villages, if you're getting something sent by UPS or whatever, they do have a tendency to keep it in one of their central offices until the van's full, and then they'll ship it out, or alternatively you can go to one of the central offices and pick it up. They won't necessarily say that, but that's what they do. It does get annoying if, like, you're waiting for something on Amazon, and then you look in the description of the shipping things, and it said a delivery was attempted, and you're thinking, well, hang on a second, no, you didn't. But you get used to it after a while, and you work you learn how to work around these issues. On the plus side, my wife needed a blood test the other day, and she just went down and got it, and got the results the same day. Eat your heart out, NHS. Anyway, we're now coming down to the main Paphos supermarket and home base type store. I think I've spoken to earlier, actually. Yes, that's a wedding venue, so forget that comment. Well, we are coming down to it, we just haven't got there yet. So talk amongst yourselves for a bit and watch that little lens flare as it floats gently across the screen. Yes, someone had asked me if I could show more of the suburbs of Coral Bay, and the simple answer is I can't, because some of them are private roads and they have signs up which basically saying they don't want films, don't want drones, etc, etc. And I like a quiet life, so I don't intend to ignore those signs, but I will take you in this film around the route that I am allowed to film, because it was the route that was the diversion when they were doing the Coral Bay Strip renovations. And I can understand why people want their privacy as well, because you don't want to advertise your place to burglars and things like that. Anyway, now we're turning right into the domain of Paphos and his supermarket and his home store. Now, normally I'd go down here and turn left and then go down Coral Bay Strip, but because I want to show you the back end of Coral Bay, I'm going to go right here before the supermarket and then come down via Cali Resort and Spa. And I'll loop through the suburbs and come back down the Coral Bay Strip and finish with the beaches. Lots of deliveries going on here. And those blue bags are what they put over bananas, because these are banana plantations. And regular viewers will know what my feelings on banana plantations are. In a nutshell, I would avoid going in them because you might get a nasty rash. Now we're just going to cross straight over here. And you have Cali Resort on the left in a minute, which has been very nicely renovated, has to be said. I'm not sure if it's open at the moment. I seem to recall that the car park had a chain across it, which would indicate that they're closed, but probably having a winter clean, or perhaps they're doing some more of the landscaping. I still haven't worked out whether they own the land in front of the hotel. I would be surprised if they didn't though, but someone mentioned that they didn't actually own it, which could explain why there was a chicken wandering around it. But Cali Resort is on the left. Can you see a chain there? Yeah, if you look, there is a chain across the front of the car park entrance there. So obviously giving it a bit of a TLC over. I mean, you shouldn't have too much to do because they've only just built the place, well, renovated the place rather. Right, so Coral Bay Strip is on the left, but we're going to go right here and then turn left just down here. We will be back here. This tiny little stretch of road will get shown twice in this film. Normally I hate duplicating myself, but in this case it was inevitable. Excuse my stomach rumbling in the background if you can hear that. If you turn right there's a little car park just above Coral Bay Beach. I mentioned that because I'll be publishing a walking tour from there soon, and you'll now know where it is. Now the road you need is this one here, just after that open area. It's not obvious if you're coming this way, but that's the road. But if I'd carried straight on, I'd come to a gated area. It's got security cameras and everything in it. They're doing some new builds on the left there, I don't know if you saw that. And we're going to turn left here. I remember having to do this to get through Coral Bay when they were doing the renovation work. I suspect the people who live here are quite glad that that's all finished and they can have a quieter road back. Right, we turn right here. There's more green bins. As I said, in general, the green bins work well. I just don't see how they're going to implement a more controlled scenario without completely overhauling the entire system. But it's not my problem, so I just do what they ask me to. Most of my rubbish ends up at a green point anyway. And we're just coming up to the top end of Coral Bay strip, but I'm going to go right up here. Couldn't remember if it was there or the next one. It's the next one. There's what I call the Paris Quarter. You can tell why at night, because at the moment it just looks like a little rocket, but that's the Eiffel Tower above that restaurant. Or the French Quarter. A bit of a breeze blowing. I come this way so I can show you the start of Coral Bay Linear Park. And Ocean Basket, but that's more of a side issue. I wanted to show you the start of the park. There it is, just down there. Then we're going to come down back on ourselves, nicely inserting ourselves onto the main road past those two cars, and then we'll be heading down Coral Bay Strip. You still got the Christmas tree up. Here we are. Still looking nice and wonderful. Very quiet at the moment, but it's January. It's not the peak season. Fair number of cars parked around. It wasn't lunchtime either. Cantos on the right looks very nice now. Where that bulldozer is going. Dolce Vita and Blazing Saddles. And there's Cali Resort on the right. And we've rejoined the road. Well, we haven't yet. We're just about to rejoin the road that we came down before. And instead of turning left down here, we're going to go straight on and have a little tour of Coral Bay Beach. Well, a little drive, not tour. It's what happens when I film before breakfast. My stomach starts protesting. I have to say, after all the stuff I ate over Christmas, there's not much to protest about. This road's got a lot better than it used to be. And there are a few people on the beach when I drove past, I have to say, more people than I was expecting. Only got a bit of sun dust. I would not go swimming at this time of year though. I'm just too acclimatised to a Cypriot weather now. But here's Coral Bay Beach, looking very nice. You've got many happy memories. Now obviously the cafe is not open at the moment. We're going up the hill. Back onto the main road, or the coast road rather, and this is the road that goes to Viedro Free that I was telling you about. So if you want to see that, remember we've come down from Coral Bay Strip so far, and we're carrying on down here. And you basically want to take the route we do, apart from turning into Corallia Beach. And the key point in that route is to look out for this brown sign up here and turn left, where there's cars coming out. And if you stay on this road, it'll take you to the Edro Free Wreck and Sea Caves. Okay? It also takes you to Corallia Beach. There's a few kiosks and restaurants on the right there. But we're going to be pulling into the beach now. I don't think any of the hotels are open at the moment around here. But the beach itself is, because occasionally they do close the car park, but not at the moment. So we're going to finish with a view over Corallia Beach. There's a few people there too, and it just remains me to say thank you very much for watching. I'm off to have breakfast, and I will see you in the next film. Thanks for watching.